elderly. If you are brave enough, you can drive the motorcycle or the tank here. But if you are not so brave, you can take other activities. Yes, we have the park in Changbai Mountain. There is the snow car, which is just like the real tank. I tried once. As one person who grew up in the northeastern China, these sports are in my childhood memory, but I think they are upgraded. Because when we were young, we can simply take a board and make it the snowboard. But now you can see there are various kinds of sports. But why there are so many entertainment activities at this Snow Expo? Because this expo is a platform for industry, and it is also a complementarity for snow industry, which can attract more people. In the indoor section, there are many the industry expo, and the outdoor area is about 40,000 square meters, including the CS and other sports competition, which can attract more travelers to participate in the snow and ice sports. So the best way to experience the ice and the snow is to turn around on the snow, so that you can experience the charisma of snow. Yes, you really need to come in person. For the friends in southern China, you are looking forward to the snow, but for people in the northeastern China, there is snow already. In the southern part of China, maybe you can experience the ice and the snow sports indoor, but if you want to have the real experience of ice and snow, you really need to come outside. Some people may think the winter in northeastern China is freezing, but actually the average temperature in Jilin is minus 0.4 degrees. That's not so cold. And now it's mid-December. You can see I'm not wearing too much. That's the characteristic of Jilin. The temperature is not so low. And secondly, we have the fine snow and the mild wind. And for the snow in Jilin, it's the most beautiful one. That's the description from China's Geographic magazine, because they conducted a research on the snow of Jilin, and Jilin is the best place for snow sports. And worldwide speaking, Jilin ranks top 3 among the largest snow bases, including Alps and another one. That's why the skiing is widely accepted in Jilin. In recent years, the industry of ice and snow sports in Jilin witnessed fast growth. And this snow resources is the best characteristic of Jilin, and it is our advantage. And you can see the shapes of the snow. It's obvious. It's the snow flowers, snowflakes, and in this heavy snow, you can see it's just like the feathers of the goose. In this snow season, I think we can come out and make the snowman. Yes. Can you identify what is this? It's the mascot of Beijing Olympic Games, the Bing Dun Dun. And this one is Xue Rongrong. and it's themed at a lantern. This is just like the Lunar New Year in northeastern China. And it's traditional. This is the area for the demonstration of the mascots. Just now, we had a brief look at the outdoor area, and now we will enter in the pavilion of the Snow Expo. Apart from the familiar and the traditional sports, there are other high-tech activities indoor. Let's go and have a look. This year marks the 4th Snow Expo. Can you introduce the real function of the Snow Expo? On one hand, the major function is to promote the ice and snow sports. The theme of this year's Snow Expo is that the Winter Olympics will be held in Beijing, and you can experience it also in Jilin. Through this platform, we can attract more people, including the people in this circle and more people in civil society to enjoy the ice and snow sports, so that to promote the snow industry in Jilin and in China. That's the main concept of Jilin Snow Expo. So for common people, we need to improve our passion on snow sports. For the snow fields or the industry businessmen and the equipment companies, they need to communicate here, and they need the opportunities here. For other people, just like fans and the ice and snow sports lovers, they want to experience more sports. So this expo can really meet various demands from different people. For us, I think the major function is to help you experience various types of ice and snow sports. For example, many people are reluctant to try skiing, but once you can try it, we can achieve the goal of 300 million people taking the ice and snow sports. We really want to invite people here in Jilin to try the ice and snow sports so that they can love it. And you can see people are having fun here. Let's take a look at this. This is the curling. It's kind of ice sports. And it is popular in China in recent years. This is also one of the items in Winter Olympics. And the Chinese team won the World Championship once. And there is a guide here who can teach people. That's great. Do you want to have a try? I think this is a simple one. It's just like bowling. Yes, they are similar to each other. Please introduce this sport to us. Hello. Welcome to the curling experiences area. At this 4th Jilin Snow Expo, we have invited the International Curling Academy's teacher, and who will teach the civil society, the citizens, how to play the curling so that they can quickly accept this item, which is one of the Winter Olympics games. And you can see people having fun here. Let's interview them. Do you enjoy it? And next, do you want to have a try? Yes. Is it difficult? Actually, it's not difficult. let me tell you. Go ahead on your left foot and lean upward to your front foot and throw this one. If you can throw it into the blue circle, you can get scores. Let our teacher teach you. And he's from the International Curling Academy. You need the power from your hand, also the power from your body. You need to keep a distance from this line and stand up. And you need to keep a line with this. And then bow down and keep a distance from the knees. Hold it tightly. It's just like the preparation gesture of running. And move it backward and then forward. And throw it. Just push it. That's better. The problems are the speed and the power of your body. Wow. It directly goes into the circle. That's great. It looks easy, but actually it's difficult, let alone the competition. This is kind of exquisite sports. Because it's the ice, it's on the ice. And you need license for making this ice. They got a license from the international committees. So for the citizens, this curling sport may be not so familiar to others. But for skating and skiing, which needs a larger snow field, can attract more people. Like I said, this professional ice needs license, needs professional ice makers. If you cannot meet the standards of the competition, you cannot make this ice for curlings. And you can see people really have fun here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these demonstrations. I went here before and I find some interesting things. This is a real curling. It's 20 kilograms. The weight of this curling is 20 kilograms. And you can see the signatures of the national team of China's curling players. And take a look at the bottom. It's not flat, so that it can make curves on the ice and the speed can be very fast. It's heavy because it's 20 kilograms. Is it difficult on the ice? No, because the fracture power is very small. The contact area is only 0.6 millimeters. This is the torch of Winter Olympics. It's from South Korea's Ice and Snow Sports Association. And we can see this court. This material is from the weapon from North Korea, from DPRK to South Korea. So it's really meaningful. These are the collection of International Snow and Ice Sports Association. There is another interesting thing, and this is a very ancient one. It's from the Netherlands. Its owner is Mr. John, who is the founder of the brand Evil in the Netherlands, who loves collection. And in 2007, he sent this to us. This is very historic. So is it different from the current one? This is for the outdoor skating. So there are not various kinds of this. And until 1982, this equipment has been divided into a shorter one and a longer one. And you can see this is quite a personalized. And this is not for competition. It's for collection and memory. That's why it is complete. It is completed. It is well remained. And you can use it if you take it outside on the ice. But it seems difficult to play it. This is quite interesting. We have only one, and this is unique in the world with 100 years history. But over 100 years ago, in China, we also have skating sports. Well, you can see this has a very long line, so it can remain tight on your foot. This is quite historic. The things I showed you are unique, are rare to see. And these are the collections of your academy. Yes, this time we demonstrated to citizens. Our academy come here to demonstrate to people so that to offer and to teach the knowledge of the ice and snow sports to people. And just like the championship medals, because China's curling team was established in 2015, but within 1 year, they've got a championship worldwide. You mean they really improved quickly? Yes. That's why the medal is a landmark one. For Jilin province, we have made breakthrough on curling sports. Especially this year, our academy also won the only one medal in curling field in Jilin. Thank you for your introduction. And now we can go to the other demonstration areas. I really hope in future we have opportunities to experience the curling or other sports. Hope in future we can have the fields for playing these sports for fans. As China develops fast, there are snow fields in every province. In every province, for example, in Hunan province, they already have the indoor snow field. Yes, that's similar in many places. And this area is to demonstrate the knowledge of Beijing Winter Olympics. And it is the first time they introduce this element in the Snow Expo. It's just like the wishing walls. And we can see this demonstration board. This is to introduce the Beijing 2022 Olympics. And you can see the introduction. There are 109 items in this year's Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics will attract people will influence the whole region, the whole country. Because in the past, many of the items, many of the winter games are not played in China, especially the skating, the curling, and the speed skating were very popular in China in the past. But for the snow sports, which are our disadvantages, which are our weak links, we are now doing promotions to improve these sports. Because for most of the sports, China will send team to participate in. Jilin, in the past, had a very good base in the ice and snow sports. So Jilin hopes that on one hand, we want to improve our standards, our levels on the professional competition. On the other hand, we hope that within 5 years of the Winter Olympics, we want to improve the awareness of the ice and the snow sports. So apart from the professional competition, we want to attract more people from civil society so that to achieve the goal of making 300 million people participating in ice and snow sports. That's the main concept of our province's vision on ice and snow sports. I think when we were young, it cost high to play the ice and snow sports, so people didn't go to play on the ice and snow often. But now we can see it's common, not only in northeastern China, but in the whole northern China, including Jilin, Heilongjiang, and Hebei. Last year, Jilin attracted 74 million travelers. And in the whole world, they've updated the data. The ice and snow sports industry covers 2 trillion in the whole world. But for Jilin, we covers more than half of the whole China's 300 billion yuan. So Jilin ranks the top 3 in China's snow sports. I do apologize for the poor signal at the scene, so just now we did some adjustment. And we are now at the fourth Jilin Snow Exhibitions Pavilion. Speaking of the connection of Jilin and the Beijing Winter Olympics, that's the mascot. Once the mascots of the Beijing Winter Olympics unveiled, Jilin attracts the attention from nationwide. And we can see these university bars, and this is the mascot. The design team of this mascot is from this University of Art. And today we've got the teacher from Jilin University of Arts who will introduce the design of Xue Rongrong. Hello, I'm the product design teacher from Jilin. I'm Ms. Feng, and I'm also one of the designers of this mascot. I know that the initial design was from a student, and to make the mascot from the lantern. Yes, the initial design was a lantern, and later on we changed it. We kept the lantern element and we injected new design. So how long did it take to make this design? It's about a year, 1 year. From our side, we feel that the shapes of the mascot are not easy, but actually the design and the innovation needs many elements and it takes time. Yes, this Xue Rongrong includes various traditional curves. You can see this circle. These are pigeons. And it's also like the shapes of the Heaven Temple. And this is connected to each other. And there is also one curve on the top. And that's conspicuous. But for the whole shape is the lantern. And on the faces, these are snow. Yes, on the top is also snow. But why did you design the lantern one? That's by chance. Because that student is home to Heilongjiang. So he remembers that lantern can represent the traditional element of China. That's why he or she chose this element. And once you see the snow and lantern, you think of the New Year. That's the tradition of China. But at the beginning, did you upload only this design or also other ones? Actually, Jilin University of Arts uploaded many masterpieces. That's about 101, including animal, element, or the calligraphy ones, and others. And finally, just 3 days ahead of the deadline, we uploaded this one. We designed this one. And finally, this wins. That's interesting. So that's why you made a big area for Xue Rongrong. You just said Xue Rongrong is back to its hometown. For the design of the mascot, it is one of the core elements of ice and snow culture. And it's also one of the essential parts of Winter Olympics. That's why it is the pride of Jilin. During the promotion of our Snow Expo, we made one video to introduce that Xue Rongrong has come back to Jilin. Once the Winter Olympics approves this mascot, we were so happy and proud That's why we set this session for the mascot Xue We want to introduce this mascot, its design and its story to people. So a student from Heilongjiang thought of this design in Jilin. This is the mascot for the Paralympic Winter Games. It introduces the interconnection and the inclusiveness, and also the mutual construction of the Paralympics Winter Games. And we can see everywhere, we can see the Bing Dun and the Xue Rongrong everywhere, these two mascots. They have funny names. Just now I told you that apart from traditional snow sports, if you are afraid of the cold or if you don't want to fall down, you can experience the high-tech snow sports. And he is experiencing the skiing. Is it your first time trying this? Are you afraid of this? Yes. Is there any staff here? Please introduce to us. This is the VR skiing. People can experience skiing through VR technology. Can I have a try? Of course. Please guide me. Put your foot on the balls. And wear this song. And next. And hold these two ski poles. And move your left and your right feet. Can I start? Look ahead. You can turn left and turn right. I don't think it's the same as the real one. Why can't I turn left? Because you need to move your body. It's slow. How can I speed up? I keep falling on the walls. I don't know how to take turns, how to turn left or right. I think the body gestures are similar to the real ones, but the game is difficult. It's funny. If you are not brave enough to ski on the real snow, you can try this one. I'm not good at playing games. Let's go ahead and enjoy other high-tech games. And this is an area for the 5G experience. Speaking of high-tech 5G, we often think of VR. VR is mostly for games, for entertainment. And we've got the staff to introduce the 5G to us. So what's the connection between 5G and ice and snow sports? 5G, we are the communication partner for 2022 Olympics Games. So we are doing some programs just like this one. This sand also have our 5G technologies. This is the 5G voice training. So how will this be applied into the real life? By the smart transmission in our front end, we can have a real-time monitor on the players. You can see these analyses. These are the analyses for the training of the players. And you can see the direction. This can also tell you the reasonable direction of the players and to tell you how should the players run. So the players can have a look at their direction on the field. This can be applied into the real training. Yes. By these smart technologies, we can improve the efficiency of daily training and also collect the scientific data of the training. So this is the application of 5G to ice and snow sports. And it can also apply into the other sports just like football and basketball. So can it be combined with the entertainment activities? Yes. For example, it can be connected with VR skiing. Just now I tried the simulated skiing. Yes. In future, we can apply 5G into other games. We can improve the experience by the 5G technology in future. Do you also have skiing experience in games here? Yes. So this is the video for real snow field, because just now I tried the simulated one. Can you see the snow field? So it's just like, it's feeling like in the real snow field. I can move. And this video is shot by the angle of one experienced ski trainer who has an experience of 22 years of skiing. And you can feel like skiing. Simply from the screen, you can experience it. Yes, this is the immersed experience. That's why the sport skiing is so charming, is so attractive. And today in this pavilion, we experienced many things. I think 5G will be applied in the 2022 Winter Olympics. We are looking forward to that. It's already started. For example, the 5G technology has already been applied in some parts, but because it's a new technology, it's different from 4G. So it takes time for us to see what will 5G brings to us. But it's a kind of a revolutionary development. 5G will explore a more extensive ground. VR technology has already been realized in 4G time. So what will happen in 5G time? We are looking forward to that. I really suggest you trying the VR skiing because it's realistic. It's realistic. It's easy to fall down. For the VR games, they have 3 kinds of levels. The preliminary, the mid-level, and the advanced level. So you can try accordingly. For the 1 over 800 meters, that's the advanced skiing. That's for the professional skiers. You can try if you want to ski down from the slope of 800 meters one. You need to be really brave. If you are not brave to try the real one, you can try it on the VR machine. And here is the museum section. And this year, the Summer Palace, also at the Forbidden City, also brought their materials here, brought their demonstrations here. And we can see in ancient China, there were also ice and snow sports in the court. And we can see this painting. This is the daily training of ice and snow sports in Qing Dynasty. Ice and snow sports started since Tang Dynasty, according to our knowledge. And you can see this is the training in the court. It is also the performance, because people are standing in the line. From this painting, we can see that the people in Qing Dynasty can really skate well. We can see people are holding weapons on their hands and also the flags. And these are just like the acrobatics, because people are standing on the high stick, which is quite difficult. So I think people combine the speed skating and the gesture skating at that time. Yes, there are various kinds of skating at that time. And this kind of ice sports is the national custom of Qing Dynasty, because the Manchu minority was the governor of the court, so they introduced the ice and snow sports into the court. These are so difficult. This was the national team at that time. I think they are also very good at skating. And there are many cultural innovative products in this museum. And this is also the first time for Jilin Snow Expo to invite the museums. They invite 36 museums nationwide and 4 provincial museums. This is the area for the cultural products exhibition. This one is also a difficult sport. I cannot play it since I was young. And we can see it often in Beijing, the ice spinning top. Boys like this. And these are the cultural innovative products. Yes. This painting is collected by our museum, so we made it into products, and these ceramics are made by the masters. And we can see the paintings. This painting describes have the snow and the house. And you can see these demonstrations integrate snow and culture. There are various kinds of products here. This is the first experience because tourism cannot live without culture. Actually, in Jilin province, in recent years, we have formulated a completed system of ice and snow sports, just like the Changbai Mountain in the east, Chagan Lake in the west, which totaled the ice and snow sports system. And in summer, we have the wetland and grassland. I think you are very familiar with this because you did many live broadcasting on this. Many people are here because of its reputation. But it is rare to see the lake scenery here, because Chagan Lake has a history of culture. And this year's winter fishing will start soon, will start on 28th. I think your team really made a great series of Chagan Lake. We focus on the cultural transmission, cultural generation. And many of the skiing fans are familiar with Changbai Mountain. They tried the wild snow field on Changbai Mountains. They have the natural snow. Let's take a look at this. This is the training machine for skiing. I think it can be seen in many places now. This is for children. Hello. And we've got the staff here. Please introduce the machine to us. This is the simulated skiing, a skiing simulator. So 10 people can stand on it together. In the past, at this time, Jilin province wants to improve its ice and snow industry and also establish some skiing academies. So we want to start from the children. We want to invite the children to participate in ice and snow sports and make them love these sports. If you are familiar with the sport, you can try it on the real snow field. But for the first learners, you need to be adapted to the snow. So you can try this simulator. This simulator can help you prevent from falling down from collision. This machine is purely imported from the Netherlands. If you fall down on this, it will stop immediately. And if there is any risk, this machine will stop immediately. So this machine is for people who have no basics of skiing. Or if you are not brave enough to try the real snowfield, you can try on this machine. This is the basis for skiing. Because this snow looks it's just like the real snow. And the speed can be accelerated or can be slowed down. Can I have a try? Yes. Let our trainer help you. Can I touch this? Yes. I can hold this rail, but just now I saw your speed is quite fast. My shoe size is 37, but it's okay if I don't reveal my my weight. These are the double boards. How about the single board? This demonstration is meaning for double boards. I think the main advantage of this is that you will not feel cold. And it doesn't hurt when you fall down on this. I saw the children playing on this and they didn't fall down. Many children who are aged 3 to 5 are good at skiing. They are better than me. If the children start to learn skiing since young, they will quickly master it. Do you want to say anything? Put one of your feet in the middle and wear this on. How many times have you tried skiing? 3 to 4 times. So please slow down. This rail is too low. And first you put your hands on the rail. And then you keep your knees down. And stand firmly. I will help you. Is it okay? Ready? Go. Keep relaxed and open your knees. Just keep relaxed. And you can leave the rail and stand up. And my hands will leave the boards. You can put your hands on the rail. And just imagine that you are on the real snowfield. How will you stop on the real snowfield? Just stand there. Okay, I will stand by your side and assist you. It's all right. Keep relaxed. And once the distance from the two boards are large or far, you can keep them closer. And further, keep relaxed and open it. Okay. And you can maintain this feeling. Okay, stop. Have you got it? Yes. And once you want to speed up, you need to open the two boards so that to make the fracture larger. But if you want to stop, you just close them. That's why we said this machine is for the freshers, because it's safe on the machine. And the trainer can, time after time, communicate with the learners. But I think it's scary. It's scaring. I'm scared. Slow down. Thank you. It's difficult. You said it's mainly for the training of the children, but not for entertainment. It's mainly for training. So their levels for training are really high. And you can also experience skiing in summer on this. And once you have been trained on this machine, you can try the advanced tunnels. You can achieve a relatively high level of skiing once you have been trained. And this machine is for the promotion. And the cost of this is lower than the one in the real snowfield. In some training schools, they offer this machine. But if you want to feel the real snowfield, you need to go there in person. This is the smaller one. And for the slope, it's only 10 degrees. But people can still enjoy skiing on this. Actually, if you go to the real slope field, even if you cannot play it, you don't know how to play it, you can still have fun. And here is the area for the equipment. Many people also have a requirement, have demands, have requirements on choosing the equipment. So, what attention you need to pay while choosing the equipment. And you can see the helmet is necessary. It is to protect your head because skiing is dangerous, a little dangerous. So I really encourage you to do the snow and ice sports, but you need to protect yourself well. And this one is a single board. Our cameraman is good at single board skiing. So what are the highlights for choosing the boards? First, you need to choose a better material. And this material is SKI. And you need to also pay attention to the softness and hardness of the board. The softer the better, or the harder the better. There are no standards. You can choose whatever you like. And some boards are for the high mountain. And for the harder ones, you can try the high mountains. And the shapes of the head of these boards are different. Yes. And this one is a all-functional one. And hardness ranges from 4 to 6. For common people who are not familiar with the ski sport, what should they pay attention to while choosing the equipment? For example, you need to choose the boards according to your height. If you are very tall, you cannot choose a very short, very small board. And you also need to pay attention to the angle of the fixation. So once you want to buy the equipment, you need to listen to the professional players. You need to buy the protection stuff and helmets, and because it's cold. Yes, we have the professional apparels, and it can prevent. It's waterproof. It's better you choose the professional clothes. Because for common clothes, they may not protect you well. And the common clothes may be immersed by the snow. And people often choose the colorful clothes so that they can be identified quickly in the snow. Also, to prevent from falling down, from colliding with others. Yes, sometimes maybe you will not fall down by yourself, but others may collide with you. Because China relatively lags behind in terms of ice and snow sports, so the equipment are not so completed like foreign countries. And today we've almost introduced many pavilions to our viewers. And this year's fourth Jilin Snow Exposition is held in Changchun. This year's fourth Jilin Snow Exposition witnessed year-by-year growth, and this year we prepared numerous items. And tomorrow we will have the data, but we think we have attracted more travelers than the last year. Our goal is to improve the awareness of ice and snow sports among civil society. This year we held a mindset conference which talks about the mindset and the thoughts of improving ice and snow industry. It is very important. From the big data of the snowfield, we've got that the ski lovers covers 70 to 75% of people from Yangtze River Delta. So we are more and more convinced, and we are more and more confident on the development of our ice and snow industry. I'm convinced that because of your broadcasting, and other ways we can improve the awareness of ice and snow industry. But we still have a long way to go on our way of popularization. Every year, take Jilin as an example. We attracted more travelers. because you may get addicted to it.
兴趣的话，也欢迎大家亲自到吉林省来体验一下，来真正来这个冰天雪地里来玩一玩。好的，那我们今天的直播呢就到这里，最后也请导播给大家播放一个这个吉林省的一个冰雪风光的一个